Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, your lovely faces, to the last, final day of the Johnny Depp v AH trial. It is day 24. We've been going at this now for 6 weeks. We had that little week off in the in-between because Judge Penny had to go to a conference. But yesterday, AH just went and ruined her own career because she lied. And she admitted to it on the stand, which is absolutely amazing because obviously we have this here.
To show up to testify that TMZ had been alerted that you would be at the courthouse and knew exactly which side of your face to take a picture of. Did you?
I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed. I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will come out in support of him and will fall to his power? He is a very powerful man, and people love currying favor with powerful men.
Currying
I know
favor
that
and
firsthand.
risking
I've lived
jail
it.
time for committing perjury?
Excuse me? I didn't hear your question.
You didn't hear my question?
That's why I wrote the op-ed, because I knew people would come out and defend him. Then she adds, that's what powerful men do. People like to do favours for people who have powerful positions. She literally just said everything was about him. The op-ed, the title, I wrote it all. She literally agreed to it all there. That is exactly what it is. Yes, we had her in the beginning say, I wrote the op-ed, I wanted to get Johnny in there, this, that and the other. Agreeing, basically saying, yeah, I wrote it, but I didn't write anything else. This little part by here proved everything. That one little sentence. I wrote the op-ed because of powerful men. He's a powerful man because people would come out and defend him. Him. She did it right there. And according to the guys on Twitter as well, so you got the DUI guy, you got James, I can't remember the other dude as well, the awesome guy with long hair. They were all saying it, literally. When she was talking on the stand yesterday, they just shut off. They were just like, yeah, we don't care. You had one say that, they were snarling at her and everything else. Literally, the jury absolutely hate her because of what they've heard over the last 6 weeks, which is absolutely amazing because that's how you want it to go. But on Twitter as well last night, or this morning, however you want to look at it, this popped up. This is Morgan Knight. He's the guy who owned and worked at Hicksville Trailer Park. He was on the stand the other day as well, and he just come out and said, literally, he goes, yeah, I remember there, I was working, blah, 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 $62 for a couple of light fixtures. And this is what he put out. He goes, just talked to Jenna and Christy for the first time about that night since the morning after Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's stay 9, not 7 Elaine, years ago. I had forgotten this story, but totally on par with my experience of Amber throughout the night and the morning. Jenna spent a lot more time with Johnny Depp than I did. And he's talking about this lady here, Jenna. So, Jenna spent the night with him around the campfire. 1 of 8. In light of Amber testifying vehemently under oath this morning that Morgan Knight was not even at Hicksville, and therefore I also apparently didn't exist either, allow me to tell you a story from that night. There was another instance of AH's jealousy I experienced at the campfire that Morgan was inside for. JD and I had been playing guitar and chatting for quite some time at the fire. We weren't engaging AH and her friends during this, just each other, really hitting it off. Johnny's even said he was playing guitar on the campfire with someone. This is that someone. At one point, I kept glancing over and noticing AH sitting silently across the fire and glaring at us. Specifically me. She was throwing daggers in my direction, head tilted down with an icy expression on her face, just staring at me. This was starting to make me very uncomfortable. I got the feeling she was jealous, upset that Johnny and I were talking so much and that he was not engaging her and her friends. So after a while of this, I looked over at Amber and cracked a joke to break the ice. I playfully said, "Hey Amber, your man is really charming and handsome and all, but don't worry, I'm a full-on lesbian," and laughed. Johnny laughed also and said, "Yeah Amber, can't you tell? It's obvious," which was absolutely hilarious. Now comes the part. Then her expression went from an icy glare to her face immediately breaking into a beaming smile. And she said, "OMG, I was a lesbian too before I met Johnny. I was married to a woman for like 5 years. I remember that quote verbatim. I remember thinking, well, you either are a lesbian or you aren't, regardless of what man comes along. It's okay to be bisexual. But I just laughed and said, that's great, Amber. I remember it unnerving me at how quickly her face behaviour changed in an instant. But I was just glad it broke the tension. She was nicer and more easygoing for a little while after that. Eventually she went back to seemingly upset that Johnny and I were still talking. This just goes to show that Amber, she is. This person is, because her boyfriend, fiancé at the time, is spending time with someone else when you dragged him there without his friends, just you and all your friends, and he just happens to hit it off with someone and they're playing guitar. That's all they're doing. Nothing else, just playing guitar. You had to go and shoot daggers to this person. But then you change. Almost like, I can manipulate you. But it didn't work with Jenna, though, did it? Excuse me. She did not like it one bit. And seeing all of this coming out, it's absolutely crazy that Amber could go out there and be like, oh yeah, he wasn't even there. No one knew this. And it's like, well, people have come out in defense of it now. People have said if they were there or not and what they've witnessed. She just doesn't like it because everything has gone against her. The jury has gone against her. Yesterday, on the stream, we had Andrea with us, and Andrea even said, when you could tell, when she looked at the jury did not even look at her, because she was looking at them and her eyes were darting all over the place, trying to find someone to make eye contact with. No one was looking at her. I think they pretty much checked out. But this is what we got, ladies and gents. It's absolutely crazy that she has ruined her career now. I was saying that yesterday. And also last night, with Jenna coming out and telling the story of what's happened. It's absolutely amazing. And Jenna, I do applaud you, and so do many, many others. Today, we are back on for closing statements on Stevie J's channel. We will be there from 1 p.m. UK, 8 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Melbourne time. It's going to be a very interesting day, and I think Ben and Camille, they're going to wrap this up in closing like that, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see you all very soon for the closing of her career.